Hey guys, Medieval Marty here with another video. So if you've clicked on this video, you're probably wondering, what is Medieval Dynasty? Maybe you've seen it on Steam, maybe you've seen people playing it on Twitch, or maybe you just heard people talking about it, and you're thinking, is this game for you? It is in alpha, it doesn't quite declare what kind of game it is, so it is a bit ambiguous. So I want to break it down, what the game is, what you should expect from playing it, and whether it's good in its current alpha state. So, Medieval Dynasty, in early access on Steam, this is a game made by RenderCube, an extremely small indie team, and published by Toplitz, who specialise in simulation games. So I would say first, this is a medieval simulation game, and then I suppose you could call it a survival RPG, and then it's kind of got aspects of a management game. So my name may give it away, Medieval Marty, but the idea of living in medieval times, including all the hardships and struggles and the realism that goes along with it, sounds really fun, and this game was made for someone like me. It's not for everyone, so I want to break down kind of what you can get into in this game. So I've been streaming this game a lot, and I've had a lot of people join who say, you know, what is this game, or what's the point of the game? Maybe they'll see me doing something really tedious like ploughing a field or picking berries, and they'll go, bro, what's going on here? What is this game? So I'm going to break it down. So the game's got a lot of different elements and systems, but the big one to start with is the survival element. This is what you'll notice first, and this is probably the most iconic to anyone who's played other survival games like Ark, Raft, or Rust. So the game has all the basics: eat, drink, manage your health, manage your energy, but it also has a seasonal based element where you have to stay warm in the winter and not be too hot in the summer. So to do this, you can hunt animals. This brings in crafting weapons, hunting, skinning, trapping, that kind of thing. There's also crop farming, foraging berries and mushrooms, gathering water from the river, buying and selling people in towns to get more food, and then managing your health after fighting animals, collecting certain herbs to heal yourself or cure poison. So there's a lot of survival elements in the game that's kind of an underpinned system below everything else that you have to just manage on top of the actual game. So the main part of the actual game is you drop into this place, this medieval town. You can pretty much do nothing. You can build an axe and you can build a spear, but you're told you can be anything. You can go out there, you can build a town, and you can be incredibly wealthy. And they say, go build a house. That's step one of building your city. And that really is the start of the game. So you are set to go out and build your own settlement, starting with houses and finishing with crafting stations and crafting buildings, taverns, inns, things like that. But it starts out really small and really basic. And you have to start by building little buildings, doing menial tasks to get better and better at these certain technologies, and inviting villagers in to help you, scale up the village, giving them jobs, protecting them, keeping them alive, feeding them, until you can scale that up to something where you can pay more taxes, bring more people in. So there's 4 kind of systems in the game. There's like a technology tree, and the more of one technology you do, the further you can go down that tree. So I'm going to break those down because they limit what you can build. So if you never do any hunting, you can never build a fishing house, you can never get villagers to hunt for you unless you're a master of that yourself. So let's go through these 4 systems. So we touched on this. The first one is survival. This starts out, you can trap a rabbit, and you can maybe create a spear and throw it at a rabbit. That's about all you can do at the start. Now, as you do more and more of this, you could maybe go hunt deers. There are some pretty scary animals in the game. There's wolves, there's like these big bison, there's bears, which can be quite intimidating. So you want to hunt the small things and get better and better at hunting until you can progress down this tree. And then you can unlock like fishing, you can hunt bows, get hunting lodges, you can send villagers out to hunt or gather or fish for you. But you've got to start small and really scale that up. And that comes from just doing more and more of the same tasks to get experience in that tree. Second is farming. This starts out, you hoe the ground, you plant a few crops, and then the crops grow, and then you harvest them, and then you start again. Doing more and more of that will enable you to do more in the farming tree. Now that can branch out into animal buildings where you can take care of chickens, cows, pigs, and get animal produce, which can, earn you a hell of a lot of money. And they are planning to add more to this system as well. And then the third tree is building. Like I say, the first thing you can do is build a house. You can live in that house, and that's about it. And then you can build houses to bring villagers in so they can live there and they can work for you and do other things. You can also build like wood sheds. You can go into like mining, resource storage. I should also note that there's food storage from the survival tree to stop food from spoiling. All these different buildings come out of there, but you do need the building tree for a lot of this. Now the fourth one, in my opinion, is the most exciting. This is the crafting tree. Now when you start out, you can build an axe, you can build a spear, You can build a hammer, you can build a knife for skinning, things like that, like basic wooden or iron tools. But as you branch this out, you can build a craft shop. You can learn how to make like small wooden things like baskets that you can sell, pick up sticks, turn them into a basket and sell them. You can turn it into a sewing shop to make clothes. You can build a tavern, you can build a smithy, and all of this is to craft goods to use and to craft goods for resale, to make gold. And that kind of comes into building not just a town for survival, but a town for growing and a town for making money and really building, this dynasty that they talk about. And now on top of all this, there's the dynasty situation. So how many buildings you have, how many people you can, how many villages you can have in your town, the taxes you pay, all of this is underpinned by the dynasty system. Now doing the main quest, helping villagers out and doing their quests, and kind of expanding your reputation. Dynasty is kind of reputation. Expanding that reputation in the game will improve your dynasty. And then you can go from having 2 to 4 buildings to having, 10 buildings, 20 buildings, 20 villagers, things like that. But you need to be well known, and people need to respect you to come to your town. So you need to level that up as you go. Now, I know that's been super brief and super quick, but that's kind of all the different things you can do in the game. The other systems, there's also a full skill tree with branching abilities that you can progress as you do different tasks in those trees. There's towns full of villagers. You can barter, you can trade with people, you can have conversations, you can get married and have a child. I should probably say, if you die before having a child, the game is over, as you need a child to be your heir. So there is a ton to do in the game, and you can easily spend 100 hours just playing this game and going through all the things and doing all the different systems, leveling up your technologies. At present, there is no goal. There is no way of finishing the game. It is a simulation game that gets bigger and better and harder, and you grow and expand as much as you want. The game is still in early access, so they're working on a lot of things, and I think the end game now of just growing and growing to infinity I think there will be some sort of end coming. The devs have communicated a lot, and the devs have released a roadmap. So late Q4 2020 and Q1 2021, they want to bring in new systems like beekeeping, alcohol. They're interested in some things they're bringing. Riding, so hopefully we should get some sort of horse or mount management system, and bandits. Now, when I heard bandits, the game currently doesn't have an active combat system outside of shooting arrows or throwing spears. If they were to add bandits and you had to defend your towns, I think this could really expand out. In the next couple of years, you could see castle buildings, a full combat system, maybe some sort of fleshed out war or some real end game. And I think they can do a lot. If you play this game, it feels very open, and it does feel like you can almost do anything. There's also rumors of co-op coming, but that could just be speculation, wishful thinking. So hopefully I've helped you cover what is in the game, what you can do. If that sounds like something you're into, go ahead. If you want a hard story, a big RPG, this probably isn't for you. But yeah, I'm addicted. I love it. Hopefully you guys do too. If not, I totally get it. This game is not for everyone. I do plan on building some more guides over the next few weeks. I want to go into all the different trees. I want to go into the skill systems. There's a lot of mistakes I made, and there's a lot of things that I would have liked to have known going into this. I want to share those over the next few weeks. So if that's something you're interested in, please drop a subscribe on the channel. I'm going to be bringing those out over the next couple of weeks. Or if you just want to help support the channel, subscribing really does help out. I also stream most nights from 7 PM. So if you want to come chat, you want to chill out or ask any questions, or you want to see some medieval gameplay, drop on over there. I'd love to see you there. But yeah, thanks guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.